GingerGM.
Hello. How you all doing? You all right? It's been a while since I streamed, so I thought I'd throw one in there, and yeah, I'm just gonna play a bit of Blitz on League chess. Nothing too serious for an hour, 2 hours, depending how it goes. I'll probably get really frustrated after the first 5 minutes as I just look at this game I just lost. Look at this game I just lost. And by the way, just look. Okay, the position's bad, but that's because I've just blundered about 3 queens. Look at the time there. Look at the time. I'm so slow. I'm so slow. But look at that. Isn't that disgusting? Anyway, let's not dwell on that. We can't start the stream in a bad mood, can we? Everyone's so happy when they stream now. We need to have more miserable streamers, I think, right? Whenever I turn on a stream nowadays, everyone's like, oh yeah, ooh, so happy. Come on, we need more misery in the chess world. Chess can be a hard game. It can be very difficult. I'm not really miserable, to be honest. I'm pretty happy, generally. It is Blitz, of course. So I'm just moaning. You know, I'm allowed to start with a moan. You know. Let's say hello to everyone. Oh, what's going on there? Don't know. We might adjust that. Oh, anyway, let's say hello to everyone in the chat. Hello to everyone who's come along in the chat. Hello, Milan BZH. Hello, Yobius. Hope you're doing all right, Yobius. And everything's going well over in the Netherlands. Nimzo Blitz has confused me by saying, "Yay, Friday gingery." And I'm thinking, is it Friday? I was like, oh my god, what is it Friday? Have I lost the day? So have I actually lost the day? Have I lost the day? You got me really worried there by saying it was Friday, Nims. I'm like, Friday already? What's happened? No, it can't be. No, what's going on? I hope it's Thursday. I don't know. This week's been a bit bizarre. The last 7 days or so, they've been bizarre. So yeah, I'm literally just going to play Blitz. I'm going to try to get my rating up. Just chill out and play a little bit of Blitz, you know. Yobius, I cry when I play chess. I think we all have a little bit of a cry when we play, don't we? At times, certainly have a little bit of a cry. Hello to anyone I missed out who's in the chat. Oi, nice to see that face again. Hello, yeah. Good to be back. I came here for boom checkmate. Well, if I checkmate, I will put a boom on the board. We'll boom it out. I'll do a boom. Para-humanoid says hi from Worthing. I used to live near Worthing. I was down at Sussex University for about 5 years. Well, I mean, the university course was 3 years, but I skived off for a year, and that was down in Brighton, right near Worthing, on the coast. Very, very cool place. Very cool place. Lots of parties. I remember we used to go to a lot of. This is quite a long time ago now. I'm like 41, so you're going back like 20 odd years, or whatever. And we used to go to a lot of crazy like squat parties, rave parties, and they had these. I remember once they had these parties. They go on all night, basically. They're kind of you know, but because they were kind of, I say illegal, because they were always held in disused buildings. Or the craziest one I went to was, and the way you got an invite to this, you didn't know where the party was until like the same day, because in case it got busted. And then, you know, it's just a party, but they had this. You get a bit of information, and you sort of and there was one up in the hills in the middle of nowhere, and it was in a valley. The nearest place around it was a long way away, and it was in a valley, and it went on all night, obviously, and they had projections across the valley and sound systems across the valley. You can imagine it. It was like it was really bizarre, very interesting. I'm sure you wanted to know that anyway, right? You all wanted to know that. I'm not playing viewers today. As I said, you have to wait another time for that, I'm afraid. I'm going to do some streams on Chess24. Their new play zone is pretty cool. We may even move over there, like I say, if I don't get annoyed by losing so many games. But I'm just going to play a couple of games on League Chess. Enjoying playing on League Chess, and you know, we're gonna just see what happens. So I think we should try playing a game, shouldn't we? So let's see if I can get a game on the go. Okay, there we go. We got a game going. I'm just going to adjust this a little bit, so I don't have to do that again. And what should we start with? Let's start with a D4, shall we? And let's go for a little Trompovsky. The Trompovsky. And this, I like this line. This is a line where you give up a pawn. I love sacrificing. And it's a pity you have to retreat the bishop, but black loses a lot of time with his queen. So this is a variation. I think you go F4 here. You just got to try to attack in the center. Use a bit of your piece play to get initiative. I don't know the theory past this point, but it's one of those positions where you just play natural moves, develop, attack, maybe come in with a check, this kind of stuff. And I don't know if I take there or what. Can I take and move the bishop here, or do we just develop and castle quickly? I'm not sure what the best way to play this is. Okay, I'm just going to develop and castle quickly and then try to get my queen over here. I don't want my opponent to play b5, so I'm gonna stop that one. And I think I have pretty decent compensation. What is my rating? You can't see my rating. Oh well, that's probably a good thing. Okay, let me just readjust that. What is my rating? My rating is 1900 ish. Okay, there we go. There we go. Happy now? You can see the rating. Okay, so let's castle. So I mean, I've been 2700 before. Hey Chris, how you doing, mate? You alright? Chris Baker. Good wishes to you, Chris. Chris, we were out, had a drink with Chris a couple of Fridays ago at an interesting bikers bar. But Chris in the chat, International Master, I think he's just broken a bone. So best wishes to you, Chris. Hope you're recovering well. Okay, right, what are we doing? We're playing chess, and I'm probably going to take here, am I? This doesn't really do much. I don't want him to get a hold on the e5 square. So, do I have enough compensation here? I don't know. He's played it reasonably well. This knight doesn't seem to be doing anything, so let's either send it this way or this way, right? So c4 is normally a very good square for a knight in these positions. My opponent offers me a draw. Why? Why is he doing that? Oh, I see. He's called Rajabov. Rajabov. That's his. Oh right, Rajabov is his name. We don't like draws. Come on, go away with your stupid draw offers. Let's push Harry just because it might cause something. I don't know which way my knight wants to go. c4 is a very good square. It's a very nice square on b6. But okay, well I think I will take that one because f7's on pre. Now do we grab another one? I think we should grab that one. My bishop's not great anyway. I'm probably going to lose this game on time, as I always bloody do. Maybe this is an interesting move. And I have this lovely square now on f5 for the knight, which I'm hoping will be very, very good. Okay. Well, I hope your operation tomorrow goes well, Chris, obviously. Isn't this a strong move now? Threatening a couple of cheekies. Yeah, well done. You've got to check in. Right, and this is where I really should just mop up. And people don't like resigning, do they, anymore? Probably because they know they're playing me and they always have a chance. Okay, I'm just going to get the queens off. Can I take there? Is there some tactic like that? What about this? Look at this. Little flash tactic. This little check here. Don't lose on time, Simon. Don't lose on time. Okay, or that was a bit... what am I doing? Am I going this way? Okay, I need to move quicker. Need to move quicker. In we go. In we go. Is there a mate with this one? Can't see a mate there. So we'll go here. And I use Harry. Come on, Harry. Come on, my friend. Put the ball in the back of the net. Is he threatening anything? It's a strange... oh, look at that. Brilliant. Brilliant. Brilliant play from my opponent. Okay, thank you for any subs there or whatnot. That's very kind. I didn't really see what happened there. That was Sin. Sin. I'll just call you Sin. Thank you for the sub. Cheers. So, yeah, I'm sure the operation will go well tomorrow, Chris. Obviously, good to catch up when you're all recovered. Look at that, Harry. The victory of Harry the H-pawn there, just pulling a little mating net around his king. Was knight takes f7? Probably. When I get down to less than 30 seconds, I can't calculate. I can only calculate half move combinations, like check. Oh yeah, check. I can't calculate more than that. So let's find someone else to play, shall we? And see if we can get a bit of a roll going. So we're now playing Jifkar, and Jifkar. What are we going to do? Let's try e5. We're going to try out loads of different little openings today. And one opening I've been playing a lot here. Well, if you've been watching my friend Blair's stream, you should go and check out his stream, Blair Chess. It's quite educational, actually, surprisingly educational. He's the one who told me about this opening, the Cosio system, and the way my opponents played this should be very, very fine for me. Maybe I should have gone bishop d6 first, keep it a little bit more flexible, but this seems very testing. Already I would have thought my opponent has a pretty dodgy position after this one. With some castling, he's all tied up. Oh, he might have been able to take there and there then. That was a little bit slack of me, but he didn't see it, so we won't worry. And okay, maybe it's not that bad for my opponent. Just a position, right? Just a position. If bishop f4, maybe I go g5, because if he takes, he's got rook g8, and I'm trying to get my bishop into d2. Body mind link. Are you fired from chess.com? No, definitely not fired. I think, as in life, people change and progress and do things, and as you may have guessed, I've moved over to more the Play Magnus group, right? So the Play Magnus group, can I come in there? Okay, let's go here. Which means I'll play on Lee Chess a lot more and a bit more freedom to other things. So it's still nice. I mean, I did still say to chess.com, and they said we'd like you to still work, but I haven't heard anything from them. So maybe in the future I'll do a bit of commentary for them or whatever. All good terms as far as I know. Let's hope so, eh? I think it's pretty good terms with them. I worked for chess.com for ages, right? A long time. And they're a very nice bunch of guys. Very fair. Very likeable. Chess.com. So, yeah. So, good site. Now, we can't take here because of rook g4 check. Let's give a check. And let's just play g6. We are a pawn up here, so And he's got these split pawns, and my king can come to the centre, so this should be just very good for me. Hello to Rahul Chess 880. Hello, sir. Hope you're doing all right. Do I have to worry about? No. Let's. Okay, let's bring the king first. I'm assuming this move will be a good move, but my king also needs to get in the middle of the board. Just don't play c5 because he'll take it. We'll save that for later. I don't think I want his h-pawn to move, but he's just going to get his bishop there in time, isn't he? So I'm probably going to have to let this pawn move. The disadvantage for my opponent of playing this move is he puts his pawn on a dart square. Why is that a problem? Because there are dart square bishops left. Now, this would be a logical move, just tying down that pawn. And here, I should now start using my pawn majority probably to try and cause some issues for my opponent on this area of the board. I mean, my pawn structure is slightly better on both sides of the board, and this one looks very tempting as well. Don't know if it was entirely necessary, but I'm thinking I'm going to put my pawns on light squares. Not sure. He's got rook here, which didn't really want to allow. Rook here is a little bit annoying. I shouldn't have allowed that. Okay, so we'll go here. Yeah, I'm not playing this very well actually. I played a couple of dodgy moves there. A couple of dodgy moves to make my task here a lot harder. And this rook I put on a stupid square as well. Okay, well I don't mind this. Even though my pawns are on dart squares, this lockdown here, if my rook ever gets around the back, which is not going to be easy, don't get me wrong, not going to be easy, but okay, this is still like this because he's got his pawns are on dart squares here, but I need to play h5 and then bring my king, and this should be very good, probably winning for me. I'm just trying to figure out best way. I need to get my king in, obviously, to win this one. Is it winning? We need to get him in Zugzwang, don't we? We need to get him in Zugzwang. Not doing a good job at the moment, am I? Maybe it's not winning. Hustle move on time. It's all part of the game, isn't it? It's all part of the game. Okay, I mean, maybe there's a draw at the end, right? Maybe there's a draw. Was it a draw? It looked like I should be winning there, but I don't know. Not sure. Okay, let's see what else we can play. Rahul Chess saying, I brought your Grandmaster Gambit's course. Loved it. Thank you very much. Done a lot of chessable courses recently, which I'm hoping will make you all a better player. I'm actually going to play a line now from my chessable course. Plocrunx, disgusting. Disgusting. My opponent's playing the black line here. Now, I'm going to show you the line I recommend in the last course I've created. And you might be like, what the hell? Simon is swapping the queens off? Yes, I am. Have you already forgotten what I was supposed to do? This one. But this actually seems quite an interesting way to play. Bishop there, I think, at some point. And this is all following the Grandmaster Gambit's course. And one of the main ideas here is to sack the exchange on d6. That's what I can remember. So my opponent stopping that and coming in here, but this is a pretty good square for the rook, I feel. Could I have taken there? That would have been very interesting, actually, with an h3 and rook here to come. So even though you get the queens off in this one, even though you get the queens off in this variation, it's still quite tactical because all your remaining pieces are on the board. But I'm not sure. Maybe I should have played it a little bit more aggressively than put the rook here. I mean, this seemed like a good move at the time, but maybe I could have sacked the exchange on d6 or something. Something like that. He did flame pelt, you're right, and we analysed that in the Grandmaster Gambits 2 course, that precise line. This is quite clever because his knight didn't have many squares, and he's trying to get his knight around here. So my opponent playing well, and I should have played a bit more aggressively. This knight g4 move, I should have done something about, but okay. How do we play this now? So my threat there, which I was hoping he'd miss, is to put the knight there. So he's spotting all my threats. It's always a bit annoying when they do that. Okay, let's just improve my pieces a little bit. So we'll put the bishop back here. It's got to be a better square than where it was. And maybe I can try to play g5. I want to get my rook in. So h6 looks normal. And also if I put my knight here, let's say he takes it, maybe I take with the g pawn so I get the g file. Okay, so now do I come in or do I push? I'm going to keep pushing. Oh. Looks interesting. He can of course grab this pawn. Maybe I underestimated that one as well. And okay, so oh, this is a terrible move. Why did I play that? I didn't even see. I didn't see that. I'm not defending that pawn, so I'm a couple of pawns down here, and we don't. Our only chance is the bishop pair, so I don't want to exchange off my bishop. I mean, I could take and take here, going for a draw, but I think I still want to somehow try to win this one. My rooks are quite active, my bishop's good. This is looking okay again now, believe it or not. I'm only a pawn down, and well, I could win that pawn. Okay, let's win that pawn back. Don't get back ranked here. He's thinking about rook here. Okay, give my king an escape square. Now this ending of course is drawn, but maybe I can claim, well, okay, of course it's a draw. Let's not even think otherwise, but we can try to play a little bit. That's a funny move because he's made his pawn very weak there. I don't know why he pushed that pawn on. That seemed very strange to do that. Which check this way, and now we can win that pawn. Probably still a draw if he keeps the rooks on the board, but he's making it a little bit harder. Well, he's a pawn down. It's going to be, maybe I shouldn't have done this one. Maybe this was a little bit incorrect. How are we going to win this? How are we going to win? Not easily is the answer. I think I'm going to have to try and swap another pawn off and play for b5, but I can't see how I'm ever going to play that one. Because he always has enough checks. Okay, well I'm threatening, well, I'm not even threatening mate, am I? Okay, he's defending, I've got to play quick. Obviously a draw here, but we'll try a little bit more. Okay. Ah, all's in the bag. All's in the bag. Getting a little bit naughty there, but I mean, okay. At the end, my rook c8 check, swapping the rooks off. I wouldn't have played if I had more than a couple of seconds left, but you know, that's the way it goes, right? That is the way it goes. Flagging. So we're going to try Sicilian now, and I always play this little system because a lot of players who play the C3 Sicilian, they don't automatically know what to do against this. But one line I often get in trouble with here is Queen B3. At some point, I don't really know how to meet this move. Okay, so is he going to take there? So he is. He wanted to take on F7 and play some knight G5 check tactic there. So I'm going to now reinforce this. Don't really want to give that bishop up yet. I could have considered taking, but I'd rather get my king castle because it seems like there's some problems to my light squares. So I'm just going to keep this pin. And I'm quite happy with this position now because we have... Is this one anything? No, we'll go here. Threatening to win a piece with knight A5. Which, oh, maybe it doesn't win a piece because he has a check. And now I get castled, and I'm happy now because I'm going to claim this is a weak pawn. Now, shall we go here anyway? Here, Queen B5 might be okay for him. So, is that right? Let's try it. The idea is obviously to get a knight to C4 if I can. And so he has to go here. And I'm going to see if his queen, I can gain some tempo chasing that queen around. Maybe like A6 and B5. Just giving the queen a little chase. So he's keeping it very simple. And this is obviously going to be roughly even, this position. I could have gone check there. That would have been interesting. Trying to misplace his pieces. But I'm certainly not worse in this position. Again, this check maybe could be played. And do we play knight here? Try to get the bishop pair again. And let's do that. Let's grab the bishop pair. And I'm going to now control the open c-file by forcing that rook away. Because I want to get my rook down to the 7th rank. Got the two bishops. We can even play ideas like this, and the other bishop can come over here. Rook coming in. This all looks gravyish. Okay, so this one he's going to take there. So he's going for opposite colour bishop ending, where he's going to. Aha, he's got this move, which I have to admit I missed. Is it now time to play here? Because previously he had king f2. Okay, but he can now take, can't he? I'll do this way. He's got this one. This is a bit annoying. He's managed to miss this one. Any way I can play for a win here? I don't think so. I think I need to. Okay, yeah. So this was a good idea that my opponent played. I'd be a little bit careful now, actually, after this move, right? Has he got any good knight checks? He's got here and taking there. So it's not actually a straightforward draw by any means. That is quite annoying. I missed this move. Okay, can I get away with this one? Looks very risky, but I need to get my king out of the corner. So otherwise my king was getting trapped in the corner with lots of back rank ideas. Probably when my king gets in the middle it's going to be reasonably okay for me. Opposite colour bishops, my king's active, my rook's on the 7th rank. Time is bad, but okay. Should be equal, right? Should be equal. Should be an equal position. So, right, let's just grab that one. Obviously this is equal. Well, I mean, if anyone's better here, it's me, because my king has more chances to move, right? And I'm gonna try and use that to come in here. So he's trying to get the rooks off when it'll be a dead draw. So if I want to try and win, I've got to play like this. But have I just blundered because of this one? I think I still have a draw, right? No, I don't. That was really stupid. Aha, I got this. Just about okay, but time, I'm going to lose on time. Should probably aim for the draw now. I say probably. Yeah, I should. Okay, you can try to flag me. It's not like I haven't. Okay, good. No flagging. Maybe some chances there. Were there some chances? Had I come in? Had I got my king a little? Well, maybe. Probably always he's holding. His rook is active enough in those positions. Psycho Duel says, I madly enjoy your fun way of teaching chess. And then he says, I kind of get what you're saying. Okay, well, let's go back to e4. Hello to Russia, Siberia. It's amazing, isn't it? How many different nations you get on Twitch, right? It's lovely. I mean, where are you all from? So we got Siberia in the house. Hello to Siberia. I hope you're having a good day. And right, I'm not paying attention again, am I? I'm looking at the chat, not paying attention. Okay, we don't mind sacrificing pawns, clearly. So you can have all my pawns. I don't mind. Take them all. Okay, he's actually taking them all. I didn't actually mean it. I didn't mean take them all. Calm down. I'm hoping I'm going to get lots of open lines. This is a weird game, isn't it? This is a very weird game. Is this complete rubbish? What I'm doing here? He is greedy. You're right. He's very greedy. Okay, I think I better get one back. More that my knight can come in here, and if he takes my... Here it comes. It's looking a bit greedy what he's doing now, isn't it? Look at those pieces of mine. Fly, my babies. Fly, my babies. He's grabbing another one. God, how greedy did you get, man? This guy is exceptionally greedy. Greedy McGreed. Okay. Probably a good move. Probably a good move. Do I take that knight now? Why not? Why not take that knight? And centralize the queen? I'm not really sure if that's the right idea, is it? Don't know. Should I have gone rook? Okay, maybe I've got rook h1, and if he tries to go queen here, I can take and I can win the rook. So free rook. Where's the free rook? Where's the free rook? I don't see any free rook. I don't see a free rook. Gotham for Life is saying, please, can I ask a weird question? Well, if I say no, will you ask the question anyway? Probably. Probably you will, I feel. So my answer is fill your boots. Fill your boots. You can ask a weird question. I'm not promising I'm going to answer, but you can ask a weird question. This is a weird position, so you can ask weird questions in weird positions, right? Okay, now what is this position, people? Okay, here? Coming in here? Does he have time to play a6? Oh, I hope not. If he has time to play that, okay, look at his queen though. Look at this position. This is like, what is this? I love chess like this. Completely stupid. Gotham for Life. We've already answered that question. You're too late. If you follow me on Twitch and you're here from the start of the stream, you'll have an answer for that question. I think it's normal to in life, you know, you don't also, I mean, one thing, I mean, I'm 41. I've always kind of been involved with chess, right? Oh shit, have I fallen into this? What is this position? This is Scooby-Doo chess, right? Scooby-Dooby-Doo! But my knights and... Oh, hello. Can I castle? I'd love to castle. Just because it looks appropriately wacky to do that. Oh, I think I'm going to have to castle here, guys. Just because it looks so much fun. check, king d2. What is this position? Let me just concentrate this. This is a very weird game, right? What is happening here? Pieces are all over the shop here. It's like, this is like, hello to Nigeria. Is that Chief Wales? Hello to Nigeria. Another good country. Okay, look at this. This is just getting wackier and wackier, right? And now something like king here. We're triangulating the king in the opening, and I'm trying to obviously open up some doodahs. So this looks natural, right? Just take that one. And I haven't got. Can I finish in style? Oh, this is going to be sexy, guys. This is going to be outrageously sexy. Boom! If it works. Otherwise, I'm going to look like an idiot. I thought I had a good move here, but now I'm like, oh shite. Well, it might just be me. Look, oh no, Simon. I thought, do I not have anything here? I thought this was magical, and I've just gone a little bit nuts. Maybe it still is. Queen here is checkmate. All planned. Rook here looks a tempter. If he moves this, I come in here, checkmate. He can't swap the queens off. What does he play? Queen here, big threat. It's a big threat. Rook here, okay, rook here. Bishop takes here as mate, no? Oh yeah, oh yes. That's how we do it. That's how we do it, boys and girls. Well, entirely sound, obviously, everything. I kind of stumbled into that tactic at the end there. If anyone, you wanted a boom, didn't you? Boom! Put out your pipe and smoke it, son. Well, that's certainly a bit of a boom there. 100 average centre pawn loss. Probably not the most accurate game, yeah? Couldn't I sack the queen? I don't know. Look, I'm not going to analyse my Blitz games. We're not analysing the Blitz games. As soon as I start to analyse the Blitz games, you suddenly realise how bad you play. But this is all from the Grandmaster Gambit's course, Chessball. You can go and buy that if you want to. If you want to support me, learn how to attack. This line here that I'm playing is what I recommend against the Scandi, and it's quite a. It looks like there's nothing going on, right? It looks like, oh, this position is fine, but then all of a sudden you go boom, little boom, not big boom. It's just a little boom. This is baby boom, baby boom boom, and then we're gonna go boom, and we don't put the pawn on d4, which you normally do in the Scandinavian, because the whole point is when you put the pawn on d4, it becomes a target. So we just go here and we're like, come and have me, mate, come and have me. It's a baby boom. It's more of a boom, boom, boom. Okay, now do we have any tactics like here and here? This is something worth considering. I think we can go d3 because this looks like a good square for my bishop, and my knight maybe wants to come here. d3 looks like a good square. Okay, this is very slow, this move, right? So let's just play a normal developing move. He wants to play g5. Okay, I get what you're doing. Can I take that? Could I have taken it? I don't know. And we get an interesting position where he's going to be attacking here, I'm going to be attacking here. So we're getting lots of fun games, right? This is still, you know, you may laugh. You may laugh. Is this still theory? Pretty much, yes. Pretty much. Now, I always like this kind of idea because my bishop is just laughing in his face here. It's laughing in his face. Now, do we come in now? I feel we play this move because that looks like a nice square. And this, actually, you say is this theory. You know, I do a lot, probably most of you know I do a lot of courses for Chessable, and my last one, as I said, is this Grandmaster Gambit's repertoire starting with e4. And this system here, I did the course alongside my friend, International Master Richard Palliser, and it's all about, and I've talked about this before, getting the most aggressive opening as possible. And most oh, this looks very dangerous, doesn't it? Just take there and come here. the most aggressive openings you can with the white pieces. And this system, even up to move b4, is what we recommend in that course, because we think white has great attacking chances in these positions. So it's an interesting idea. Well, that's very kind of you to say that, Fairy Tale. I think that was a little bit slack. That was a little bit of a loss of concentration there. I was so blown away by a compliment that I lost my concentration. That was a bit silly. Normally I would be like, I'm not sure about my voice normally, I'll be honest. Okay, but we can still attack. Do we even need the bishop? Can we just go for checkmate like this? Do we need that bishop? Do we need you, Bishy? I don't think we do, right? Here takes check, here, queen here, rook back. You might be able to draw, and if okay, so maybe I just keep this bishop for now. The bishop is a very nice piece, right? Oh shit. Okay, well, it's not the end of the world. Why am I worrying? He hasn't. Look at this. He hasn't got anything developed. I just play some moves. I don't need to worry here, do I? In we go. Come on. Why worry here? His position. Why am I even thinking here? His position is terrible, right? His position is terrible. Terrible position. Okay, now we just line up this one. I'm making this harder than I should be, though. That's for sure. Why am I flapping about here? What am I doing here? Yeah, and his queen is coming in here. I saw this. This is annoying. I'm flapping about here, guys. I'm not playing this one well at all. Such a good position. I have to get rid of that one. That's too strong. Flapping about. But we're going to try to turn the attack on him. I'm relying on this piece with my queen coming in to, even though I'm a rook down, we want to attack, right? So if my queen is able to get to this square, my bishop is also a good defender. This is actually somehow okay for me, right? We can come here. This must be good. And this is winning everything, right? This is winning everything. Okay, but I definitely let that one slip. Definitely. Did he have a good move? Queen. He probably had a winning move. Queen f3. Someone said. Could he have just played queen? I'm sure he. Well, obviously he was winning there. Queen f3. Where's queen f3? He should have gone queen takes e3 check. I thought, right? But it was a little bit complicated. B. Carlson, hello. How did my tournament over the board? Well, I only played 2 games. It was I played the European hybrid competition, which is a knockout. I was playing a strong Armenian grandmaster in the first round, and I had to beat him to go through to the next round. And he it was very interesting. I drew the first game, and the second game he did beat me, but it was a really close match. I thought he's about 26-40. Young player, so it was good. It was good to play a bit of chess with a proper board. Clock PDF, your short and sweet English course very much helped me. Well, thank you for doing that. There's actually lots. If you guys want to have a look, there's lots. I've got lots of free stuff on the internet. You've got my YouTube channel, which I'm going to try and build up again, so you can go there. But if you go to Chessable, you don't have to. I mean, the courses there are expensive, but you get good value. You know, I think you get good value for money, but they are expensive. Don't get me wrong. Okay, I'm going to try this crazy move, but and this. What do we're going to try it. Let's play this one. Thank you for subscribing, HL. Very kind of you. But there's a lot of free stuff on Chessable as well. So if you don't want to buy the courses, just go and have a look at the free stuff. And I'm kind of winging this position and making it up as I go, and I think that's quite clear that I don't know what I'm doing here. So there's lots of short and sweets on Chessable which are free. So you can just go and learn a bit by looking at the free stuff. So yeah, I'm just trying out. I don't really trust what I'm doing here. I know the main move is bishop b4, but sometimes it's quite nice to experiment in the opening. So this position, bishop b4 is the main move, I think. But okay, let's go back to the game anyway. No, there's a lot of things I'm a little bit scared about. I'm scared about this, and this is my main thing I'm scared about. So I'm also scared about this one, to be honest. So if I go here, he's going to go here, and this is really okay. I can bring my knight back there, and I have to, I feel, stop e5. Should I have taken that one first? Because now he can keep his bishop on the board. Maybe. I'm a little bit worse here. A little bit worse. Alex Saint, why are you skipping Title Tuesday? It's just been bad timing the last 2-3 Tuesdays for me. It just depends what I'm up to. So there's been a lot of things going on, shall we just say. So I haven't, you know, sometimes playing at 6 PM on a Tuesday, it's not always possible just because of other things. But I mean, I love Title Tuesday, and I'm going to play Title Tuesday on chess.com, which is a great tournament when I can again. So this is the annoying move, and I think I have to come back here. It's the only way to defend that pawn. So under a little bit of pressure here. Long play games, that's a good idea. Maybe I'll do one later. Maybe we'll do a long play game later. How about that? We can try doing a long play game later. For YouTube, I'm doing another series on YouTube which should be coming out, but we're hoping to do, like, I'm hoping to get YouTube channel much more regular. But of course you can go and check out. It'd be lovely if you guys want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, obviously. Okay, so anyway, back to this game. So I'm a little bit worse, and I feel I need to play something like this to try and, yes, I'd like, if I can get my knight here, I'm a bit happier, but I can't. Okay, so how do we play this position? Bishop here, he takes here. Pawn here, and try to get my knight there. Because you want to blockade your opponent's passed pawn with your knight, ideally. So very clever move from my opponent. You don't really want to blockade with your queen, but I'm just going to try to centralize my queen. Like queen here. Oh no, I can't go queen here because he's got bishop here. So I'm certainly worse here. My opponent's playing very well in this game, especially with this annoying move to come. Shall I just grab that pawn and, like, you know, what the hell? Well, he's got this move and he's got this one coming in. This is what I'm really scared about. I'm really not happy that... Okay, takes bishop c5 and then queen d8. This is very bad for me. Don't know what I can do here to stop this. Okay, well, maybe I can think of rook a6s, but this is not nice, this position. Rook d7, rook a6 is the moves I'm thinking about playing, right? Try and, if I can get to an ending and get my knight there, I'll be okay. But we're a long way from doing that here. Another good move, and I need to try and, well, I need to stop his rook coming in. If the rook comes there, it'd be game over. So we're just about still defending. This is my, and I just need to get this one here and I'll be happy. He can't. Okay, bishop f3 would be a good move now. Okay, so now can we get our knight there? If we can get our knight there, we are actually happy. Because the knight, as I mentioned, in front of a passed pawn, blockading it. Another good move from my opponent. He's got his bishop coming here. Oh shit, he can take there. He didn't see it with a back ranker. Taking there and coming in. Okay, he's coming back. I think this is alright for me. I think it's okay. Why didn't I do that? Good question, Simon. Good question. I want to play c5. Unleashing the bishop. And this... Oh no, but then he's got... Okay. Cover that one first. And now this should be winning. Oof. Oh, that was a little bit tricky, that was. I'm obviously... I mean, his easiest win was... I think he was trying to control the position a little bit too much. He played very well. He played a very good game. I had to defend extremely careful. But the easiest win here, he just had to take here. Bishop takes knight. This is what he missed. And if queen takes, then queen d8, the back rank. So he missed, well, that one opportunity there. Maybe he had more opportunities, but that was the big one. Okay, one of my favourite openings. And we'll continue with our Grandmaster Gambits, the Hillbilly. Hoo-hoo! Right on, cowboy. I don't know what that was. What was that? That was my attempt. That was my attempt at doing a lasso, but I'm right-handed. Hello, Yobius. Goodbye, sir. Have a good day. That was, I know I was trying to do a lasso, but I'm right-handed, so that's more, it's not so easy. Okay, now this is actually one of the better ways to play. This is Erwin Lammy's so-called refutation of the Hillbilly. But I mean, I think, you know, the Hillbilly is a risky opening, and it's one of the only ones in the course which I say, with correct computer play, black is probably better. But there's so many practical chances for white. I still play this opening all the time, and I have great results. So, I mean, of course, you're a pawn down in these positions, but I think there's a lot of potential. For a start, this bishop is the first thing I'm looking at. I have a lot of open lines, and now I'm just threatening to win the bishop. So we'll start like this. This seems like a natural way to play. And I like this idea, like in the Dutch, of coming over here with a queen and bishop. So let's castle. And now develop normally. See where he puts his king. I have a nice pin there. It's okay. Could I have taken... Did I miss something there? It's very possible I missed something. I'm making this up. I'm making this up as I'm going along. And let's go here. Yeah, I am recommending the Hillbilly in Chessable course, because I think what people are forgetting nowadays, people get so, in England we call it anal. They get so anal with opening lines. They're like, it has to be 100% computer correct, otherwise you get ripped apart. But that's not how chess is. Chess is not 100%. You shouldn't be recommended. If you played 100% correct chess, you play the same line every game. And if you look at the top players, and Dubov is one of those guys particularly I can think of. Dubov, basically, he takes a lot of risks. A lot of his ideas are a lot worse according to the computer, but it doesn't matter because he gets interesting positions with an initiative. So my opinion is you don't have to play 100% correct lines according to the computer, and you never have had to. And if you look at, I mean, and it's normally the other thing I noticed, it's normally weaker players who say this. The strong players don't believe this always. Okay, they do play correct chess most of the time, but they also take risks and not play the computer top choice always. So it's really, I get quite annoyed when with this kind of discussion, as you can probably tell. Now, my opponent has defended fair here, as you can see, but it's taken him a lot of time. And that's the other thing, you know, it is a practical game. And he's defended well, don't get me wrong, he's defended very well here, and it's unlikely I've got enough compensation for the pawn, but I know, I've got some open lines, I've got two bishops, and we can, you know, we can keep attacking, we can keep pressurizing his position. He is playing well though, that is a good move. I don't want to give up my bishops here, if I can help it. Now I can push that one back straight away, and then come back with a rook. Yeah, let's do that. His knight's not very well placed, is it? But how am I making progress? I'm looking along here, but I'm also thinking maybe I can get my queen into h6. That's a tempting idea. But I don't want his queen coming in here because that will give him checkmate ideas. So something like g3 and then try to get the queen into h6. And again, okay, so he wants to come here. Should we just step aside? Kind of a bit. Okay, now we get our g3 idea in, just defending that one. And again, I think this game is a prime example of that kind of way. You know what I was just saying. Like, this opening is obviously fine for black, but practically speaking, it's very hard to play. And this position is now collapsing for my opponent. He's in a lot of trouble here. Okay, do I just take that one off because he's got rook g8? I think we just keep it simple here. We're actually now pawn up, and his rook can't come in anywhere. And you can do that if you want, but it's not going to help. So yeah, there we go. Okay, right. Let's play someone else. Let's play someone else. Thank you for the games there. Walk in the Skies. You played well there. You played well. Got a little bit in time trouble in that last one, didn't you? But apart from that, it was good. What should we do now? Let's do the French defence. We haven't tried the French defence yet. Trying out lots of different openings. I wouldn't always recommend this as a great way to play, playing various different openings. GM Daniel BL. That's a deep question. Do you believe in soulmates? Wow, what is this? Is it turning into not just a test stream but a little bit more? I mean, I don't know, a bit more. As you get older you become a bit more cynical, but yeah, I suppose so. I suppose in a way, I think in general you meet people in life who you naturally gravitate towards people that are similar to you, right? Does that make sense? So whether that's a friend or a girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, you know, you gravitate to people who you like, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? Maybe. Okay, back to the chess, thankfully. And I'm doing this because normally the light square bishop is weak, but how am I going to follow this up? I'm not sure. Oh shit. Oh, I'm not paying attention. Not paying attention there. Just lost my queen. Oh, I'll blame it on the stupid questions. Oh, that was bad. Oh, that went. Oh dear, the French went wrong there. What did I do to myself? Okay, we'll come back there. Oh, now he's playing the French. Okay, well we'll stick with our Grandmaster Gambit's advanced variation. Oh, I should have looked out for my queen there, shouldn't I? Poor old queenie. Poor old queen got trapped right in the middle of the board there. Now what I do in this line, I just castle here and I just play this. I don't bother taking this pawn back, and this is like one of the new interesting ways you can play the French defense. I over defend this pawn, and the reason for playing this way, my king is safe, my opponent's king is not, and I try to stop these two pieces from developing. So knight g6, I kick it back with the Harry pawn. And another thing you do often here is try to bring this knight to d4. Open up the b file, and I'm trying to open up lines and make it hard for my opponent's king to find a good square. So it's an interesting, I think it's a very interesting way to play this. Now, do we continue with this, or do we have something a bit more aggressive here? Like, I'm trying to make c4 work, but I think this is probably okay. Continuing with the plan of getting the knight in. Okay, let's do that. So let's get the knight here. Maybe I can try to come into b5 at the right moment, so my opponent logically stops that. And what are we doing next in this position? How do we try to break through? Because he's got a bit of a bind now. Do we have to get rid of this knight? I think so, because if he takes to the queen, I can come in here. So this forces him to take this way. And how do we play this? How do we play this position? So we could go here as well. This is what I'm trying. Okay, let's go this way. So he needs to move his knight, otherwise my bishop will sink itself into d6, and he doesn't want to let that bishop go there. And do we even have bishop d6? Takes, knight here. And I'm threatening queen there. That's really interesting. I don't think it's... Okay, you know, to hell with it. Let's give it a go, right? Interesting move. After everything's captured, I have knight to f5, and I'm trying... And again, this is the idea of the opening. Your king is totally safe. Your opponent's king is in the middle, and you try to open up your opponent's king. Now, I'm not saying this is entirely sound, but the opening is very interesting, and it's kind of a new way to play. Now, I've also got to watch out for knight takes c3, but at the moment he can't play that because I'm taking his queen. So I think we need to come in here. We need to continue aggressively, and this position was certainly critical. So this is the position. I wasn't sure if I had a follow-up. Now rook takes here is as good as move as any, right? He can't take there because of d7. He can't castle because I take there. Whoa, look at that. That's a great move to face, isn't it? Now queen b1 looks like fun, right? Should we go for this? You can take my knight, but then I'm going to bring my pieces in, and he maybe is defending that, but okay, so he has... So do I have mate here? Check here, check king here. And he might be safe there, believe it. Unbelievable. So check here. Okay, maybe I'll bring this one in first. Very hard position to assess this, right? Be nice. Check, check, check. King d6. Knight e5 then. Okay, let's try. I've got an idea. I want to go here now. If he takes my rook, knight f7 is checkmate. And queen takes d7 is checkmate. So this is the threat, checkmate. But what is this? I've spent too much time on what is a fascinating position here. Probably winning for me, right? Probably winning. I don't see how he defends this one. But he'll probably find, okay, this is maybe the only way to try and defend. Now, is there a mate here? Ah! Can't see the mate. Oh, I don't know. I panicked there with a time situation, I think. Most annoying. Most annoying. But because now king f8, and it's like... You kind of feel there must be a mate, but I can't see it. Can't see the bloody mate. Can't see it, guys. 4 seconds. Obviously, no. I spent too long there. Yeah, I spent a bit too much time on that one, so I think it was a pretty good game. But obviously, I'm losing here, and this one is just not working. But it's you can keep. Okay. Time is gone. This position losing at the end? I guess so. Okay. We have to move quicker against this guy. He's got the better of me, so I'm going to go to the Sicilian now. And I think even... I spent too much time trying to calculate that very interesting attack. But we're going to just move quicker. We're going to not... The thing in Blitz is the fine line between playing the best moves and playing second best moves that you can do quicker. So my strategy in this game, we got a dragon. What am I going to do here? Let's go b5. Is to play quicker moves, so I've got a bit more time at the end because I'm so slow. I'm so slow. Interesting. That's an interesting line against the French, though, right? I mean, obviously I messed it up at the end, but very interesting way to play. Now I do play this line in the dragon occasionally. And my thinking is that as you're castled on opposite sides of the board, giving up a pawn doesn't matter so much. It's more important to open up lines against the opponent's king. So now I have these two open lines against my opponent's king. And you can see his normal idea of playing this, he can still do, but it takes him a little bit more time to get that ready. And I'm gonna I'm arguing that my attack now comes a little bit quicker. Okay, so I think we should take that one off the board, and let's bring that to this square. And I can feel that this should be pleasant for me. Okay, but I did say I'm not going to think too much here. That was my problem in the last game. Got a very nice attacking position. Let's just play it. And he's not necessarily playing, I feel, the best moves here. He's just playing quick moves. And that's what you do in Blitz. Okay, so taking here doesn't quite work. Bishop here. Let's go for this one. Putting more pressure on that square. And if here, I've always got rook to c3. And my idea now is just to try and crush him on c2. Okay, so this looks so dodgy for my opponent. Don't believe this is working for him. Bishop takes b2 is my first thought. This is where I maybe need to spend a bit of time. There might be a simple move like rook b8 here. But bishop b2 takes rook here, queen d4. Rook take... Oh, I'm going to play it. Let's just play it. Let's just play it. And now this is what I'm banking on. You can come here. Okay, so now we come in here, check. And I'm going to get my piece back with the attack with extra time. Threatening checkmate. Threatening the rook. Looks pretty good to me. That's the way we do it. Bit of revenge there. Yeah. Come on, 25 moves. Straight at ya. So, we like it. We like it when it works out. It doesn't always work out in life. Oh, you didn't want to play again, no? Okay, back to the old wing gambit. Play a bit of b4 hackery here. And we go a3 as usual. And this is the main line wing gambit, if you so wish. And I think this wing gambit against the Sicilian is extremely underrated. I think this is a very interesting way of meeting the Sicilian. I think it's very, very underrated, this system. So it's certainly, again, Grandmaster Gambit's course, all about it. And this is in that course. He's got to decide where he puts his bishop now. And the general idea for white is to try and bring the knight here and to attack quickly. This is actually, it looks like a slow plan, but it can be very, very scary, this plan. So we're going to do that now. And this is my immediate threat. When I can take that one, and the second plan is to bring the bishop to a3, right? So I want to take this one, bring the bishop to a3, and in this position that will win the exchange. But had he not castled, it would have at least stopped him from, sorry, thinking. Now I want to castle this one. Okay, let's just get bishop e2. I got d4 if he pushes his pawn on. That's okay. And we're just castle, sensible. I might give this pawn anyway just to gain a tempo. I think the tempo is kind of a bit more important here. He's got 2 pawns to exchange, but I kind of like my rooks here. I think my rooks are nice. I'm just going to get rid of this last dangerous pawn of his and try to clear up the way for my rooks. Aha, okay, so this is an interesting move. Now, rook here. This looks fun. Take that one. Okay. Yeah, I'm doubting the way I've played this now, to be honest. I'm like, did you really play this the right way? Not sure you did, Simon. Not sure. Okay. Oh no, mouse slip, heaven. Oh. I meant to put it on f4, obviously, there, but what happened there? The hand of doom. Oh no, I hate mouse slips. I hate doing mouse slips, and now this is not My opponent offers me a draw. No, that's really kind of you, but that is very kind. But no, we're play on. We're play on. If you win, you win. It happens. If you win, it win. If you win, you win. It's my own fault. And you were doing okay there anyway. If you're listening to the commentary, you defended very well. You've got an okay position. So we're play on. That's very kind of him to offer a draw, but I don't think I should take it. It's, you know, if you mouse slips kind of. What do you guys think? Is mouse slip part of the game? Is it part of the game? I'm taking my socks off now, so that's how serious I'm getting here. This position looks pretty bad now, doesn't it? I mean, when I say pretty bad, I think it's probably resignable, yeah. But we can, you know, we're making fight for it a little bit. Actually, it's just totally resignable. This bishop is so strong. Such a strong piece, and there's not much I can do. When in doubt, push Harry and pray, yeah? And push him up the board. This is my one idea. Checkmate here, yeah? And it's not going to work for a number of reasons. Back rank checkmates. Oh, he stopped it. Very, very cruel there. He stopped him in his tracks. Like I say, my opponents played well in this game, and that mouse slip did not help. Yes. He's still got to put the ball in the back of the net here, right? Obviously he's winning, but he's got to finish it off. I am defending this one. He's getting a little bit short of time. And Harry has now... Oh, no. He's got the queens off. That must be the final straw. And he's coming down here. I'm defending as much as I can. Last try. And that's checkmate. I feel a little bit guilty. But not that guilty. Let's move on. It's the back spanker. Put out your back rank and spank it. He was a little bit short time there, but very gentleman play from him to offer a draw in that situation. Okay, we're doing well with e4, right? e4 seems to be okay. Should we do King's Gambit? I love a King's Gambit. Anyone else there loves a King's Gambit? I need a shower after that one. I certainly do. That was very, very dirty, wasn't it? That was a dirty win. Dirty win. It's a dirty win. It was indeed a dirty win. But you know what? It's better to win dirty than to lose politely. I'm not sure about that, actually. I'm not sure. Is it better to lose? I don't know. Winning is winning. Okay. Now, right. I've got to try and remember my theory here. Which I can't at the moment. Can we do this? I don't know. I have forgotten my theory. What about... No, he's taking here. You don't want to forget your theory in a King's Gambit. You can get in a lot of trouble. But I love the King's Gambit. And again, the King's Gambit is that example of what I was talking about earlier. An opening that if you put it on the computer gives it as white's, I think, 22nd worst move on move 2. The computer thinks the King's Gambit is absolute drosh. Absolutely rubbish. It thinks it's like the worst opening ever, but I love it. I love playing it. It's so much fun, and I think everyone should play a King's Gambit or two at some point in their life because it's just fun to play. Even though, like, you know, at top level in tournaments, let's be honest, top grandmasters can't get away with playing it. But you know, I'm not a top grandmaster by any means, and I love playing it in competitions and stuff. So you can get away with it. I've never looked at the Traxler Penny Pablo. That's something I've never looked at, the Traxler Gambit. I've never looked at it. It's fascinating, but I've never. I should do, but I've never looked at it properly. Okay, right. So what's happening here? Okay, well he's trying to be very smart. I'm just going to take this pawn. Taking their rook e8 looked a bit scary, and I'm hoping this one. Okay, now he is kind of scaring me with his moves, but I'm not sure what his idea is because his queen and knight are now on pre. That was quite a weird check, right? Why throw? Oh, he wants to. Can't I now take this one? Well, let's find out. Because he can't go rook e8 anymore because his queen's not defending it. So I don't believe what he's doing here should work, because now I'm forcing the queens off as well, and the king's gambit. Oh no, I'm not forcing off. Excuse me, has that one, but I can get my pieces to very nice squares here. Okay, let's do that. Let's bring the knight straight into the middle. This pressure, it's a piece up, it's looking good, and those pawns also look fantastic, right? So there you go, King's Gambit, as we say, did its job. And we're playing another one against the same guy. And what we're going to do now, let's go for the black line. We haven't tried out the black line opening for a while, so we're going to do that. I play it with this one. This is the most aggressive way to play, and you get some. Knight takes is the second most popular choice, and you've got to change your plans when you're playing with black, depending if they take with a knight or the queen there. If they take with a knight there, your plan now is to really go for e4. But first of all, get your bishop to this nice diagonal. You want to get a rook to e8. You want to get a knight to c5. You want to get everything attacking this square. So that's my general middle game plan, and it's very important, guys. Whatever opening you play, you know what your plan should be. You know, once you get into the right position. So okay, so we're going for this one. So I think here makes sense, because I've also now got knight g4 because my bishop's defending that one, and rook e8 to keep attacking that one looks sensible. What do you think about e4, d6, d4, f5? Complete and utter shit, if you want my honest opinion. I mean, it can't be very good, can it? You know, it can't be very good. You know, it might be playable, but I wouldn't be playing it. Let's put it that way. I mean, you can play like a lot of things, right? I mean, you can play what's it, the bomb cloud if you want to. I mean, it's fine, but it doesn't mean it's a good opening, does it? It really doesn't. It doesn't. No. Okay, so you can see the idea here, as I said, is to attack this one, and I put the bishop here because I thought maybe the bishop can come to this square. It just seems too positionally weakening in my eyes. The computer thinks it's not too bad. It's probably okay. Look, I mean, if you like playing it, who am I to say don't play it? You can play whatever you like. Enjoy yourself playing any opening. It's just you're giving yourself a little bit of handicap by playing, you know, some openings, I feel. But maybe, you know, maybe that's not the end of the world. Okay, right, so is he going to go e5? I'm guessing this is what he's thinking about. He's thinking about this move. And the good thing about this, I'm only going to think about it when he plays it, because my general idea, takes, knight here attacking the queen, and then bishop takes e5. So I'll probably play that without too much thought. But he can play queen f3 and try to come down here. So this is what he's trying to calculate, I guess. So he hasn't done that. He's just put the queen back here. And now we see a standard plan for this system. I remember this because I did the black line course. And this, you get rid of the light square bishop. You come with this one. And can you see what my next move is? And again, this is a middle game plan that I've looked at before. You put the bishop here. And now this move is normally the way to go. But I've just got to, okay, do we defend? Let's defend that pawn first. And I want to break the bishop open. And I'm going to do that with this move. And I've got d4 coming up. Aha, clever idea. He stops that one and he wants to play here. So he's found a way to stop this move. That's a good move. I missed that one. And he's got g4 as well. So, okay. Not as easy as I thought. I'm going to try breaking up the middle of the board, which is risky, of course, but chess is a risky game, right? And just queen here, maybe. He's got g4. Strange position, right? Strange position. Is my knight just really getting trapped like that? Okay, we have to move his queen. So I have to go here. You can't go g4 now. That's one good thing. But where do I put my queen? going to go here first. And now I'm going to go here. And I have to go here. But he's done very well. But is this clock going to be a major issue here? Let's see. Because the position's still murky. It's still a murky position. He's still playing very well. Well done to him so far. Can he keep it up? If he keeps it up, he probably wins. But this one is a nice move. With the idea of the back spank, we're getting a lot of back spankers in today, people. And there you go. The back spanker. Okay. Let's try someone else. And see, someone saying, can you play the English opening for the next game? Well, I can. Yeah, I'll play it when I've got the white pieces, not a problem. 826671 is saying, I challenged you to a duel at dawn. What did you challenge me to? A game of Sudoku? Football? Well done on challenging me. Okay. Oh, he has played. What are we going to do here then? Okay, we haven't played the perk yet. Like I said, we're just trying lots of different openings out. So we will try this opening, which is a very aggressive way of playing. This is basically an opening setup which was made popular by Swedish Grandmaster Tiger Hillip Persson. Tiger, what a great name, yeah. This guy's name is literally Tiger. And I know Tiger quite well. He's a very, very nice chap. And he was telling me that in Sweden, he's one of the only people in Sweden who is called Tiger, because you have to actually get permission when you go for a name like that, right? You know, I mean, because you can't just call yourself whatever you want in Sweden. You have to actually get permission, which I thought was quite interesting. But as his mum, I think knew the vicar or something, he got called Tiger. I could be completely making the story up. It kind of seems like I am now, the more I'm thinking about it. But I'm just sticking to it. It sounds like a good story. I'd love to be called Tiger Williams. Okay, now my opponent's position is really crumbling, right? You don't normally give up this bishop, but when you get your queen directly into the attack here, I think it's just checkmate. The knight on c4, this has turned into some kind of like Sicilian structure. Okay, so he can defend with the bishop coming back, maybe. But what about if I take here check first? I think he's just getting mated here. I don't think he has any defense, because now I'm... Okay, he can come back still. But this is... Okay, I'm gonna... I don't think it's an immediate win now, which is a little bit annoying. A little bit annoying. So he is fighting hard here. But I have, during that exchange, won a couple of pawns, so we can go for the ending. I thought it was just game over, to be honest, but it's not so clear. As in, I have to win this position now, when it was looking just like checkmate before. He's moving very quickly, right? Don't know why he's moving so quickly. Oh, he's trying to flag me. That's why. That's why. He's going for the dirty flag. Probably a good choice. When you can't win any other way, you got to go for the dirty flag. Dirty flag. But I feel I have enough time here, right? And I have a great... And look at him. His pawns, they're going down. Okay. How many more pawns do you want to lose, mate? How many more pawns do you want to lose? They're dropping. They're dropping. Okay, we don't even want to give that one up. You're not having that one. No, 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 no. 4 pawns to the good. This seems like it should be quite... Seems like enough there. Okay, we'll try someone else. Someone said they wanted to see the English opening, so this is another opening that I often play. I really like playing c4. I used to play... This is the first opening I really learned, the English. here. I learnt the English when I was like 6-7 years old from my father, and okay, I'm just trying to think of what setup I want to go for here. I'm going to go here, and we're going to see what he does. So sorry, I'm just thinking out loud. I'm going to put my knight on g3 just to control the idea of him going f5. So this is one of the first openings I personally learned, and I think it's a great opening actually. I think it really is a lot of fun to play. Now, he's played very sensibly. Do I flick the queen over here? But after g6, what am I doing next? I'm going to do this because I feel this weakens his position a little bit by potentially weakening the dart squares. I can go for the queen exchange because of my two bishops, or I can try to keep queens. I'm going to keep the queens on, and I've kind of provoked this pawn move. That's my idea. So I've got the h6 square, and I don't know if it's a good idea or a bad idea. Know me, probably a bad idea. Now, because I've got the two bishops, I can think about opening up with a move like f4, but that is quite a wild move, f4. So I don't think we need to do that yet. Maybe keep some threats on the dart squares. So if his pawn was back on g7, he'd have a much better position, because you can see these two squares are a little bit weak, and I'm going to come in here, get the bishop pair, and my bishop will try to come in to d5. So get rid of his bishop, try to bring the bishop into this one. That's what we're thinking of here. I think the English opening is invented in England. I'm not sure, to be honest. Personally, I don't know. I want to switch from b3. What do you recommend? There's many great openings out there. I mean, it depends what kind of style you want. Yeah, what kind of style of player you are. It really does. I mean, any opening is probably all right generally. Okay, so I should be a little bit better with the two bishops, but only a little bit. I'm just going to stop his knight coming in, controlling this diagonal with my bishop. This kind of plan here. So Grateful Hare said, what does an opening have to do to get a name after it? It's a good question. My honest answer is I don't know. There was a book, so let's nibble that pawn. Let's just nibble. There was a book about the origins of openings, which is quite an interesting book. I don't know if you guys have seen that one. That might explain it more, but I suppose it's from where it was played, who played it, some other stories. I mean, I don't know. I don't know entirely the answer to that one, but what I can answer is I mean, the funniest one I heard was, okay, that's a good move. Don't really want to lose this one, do I? No. Was the monkey's bum? Is anyone? Oh, could I have taken there? No, because he had e4. Didn't even see it though, which is funny. And here, knight here. Okay, starting to fight back a little bit now. I thought I had it all under control. Is anyone? The monkey's bum opening. Let me think though, because this is. I'm starting to lose control. I need to open up the position. Yes, there is an opening called the monkey's bum. Generally, any opening named after an animal is bad. that's a general rule. But the monkey's bum, and I'm going to have to speed up here, so I will maybe do my storytelling after I've done this position, and I'm not doing this position well, am I? I need to get my queen around, trying to go for checkmate quickly. I like my position. Lovely piece here, absolutely gorgeous piece, but I need to get my queen around the back of his position. I'm attacking his knight, and I've got my queen now around the back, and I've got ideas of this one followed by the queen, and this is mate, so Oof. So the monkey's bum was actually someone was showing a variation at Guildford Chess Club quite near me, and they basically said, if this variation works, I'm a monkey's bum, and the variation seemed to work okay, so therefore they called it the monkey's bum. So I think there's a number of openings out there with interesting names, but you can do your research. But there is a book, I can't remember the name of the book now. I did the foreword for the book actually myself, and it was all on the origin of openings. So if you are interested, there's stuff out there you can look at. So again, we're going for the wing gambit in this one, and I have 4 pieces developed to 1, so that's what I'm claiming. Hopefully I have some compensation. I'm now going to try and use those pieces, but if he castles, my compensation might not be entirely enough. Now if he does castle here, I can take twice and take on e7, winning my pawn back. So he's played this one, and again he's getting ready to castle, which I don't want to allow, but can I stop it? Well, this knight, I don't think I can stop it, so I'm going to improve my pieces. My knight there just seemed to get in the way. It was getting in the way of the bishop, and it generally wasn't a good piece. So I'm moving my knight now to f4, where it can put a little bit of pressure there, but more importantly open up my dark square bishop. I can also even try taking here and bringing the knight to this square, but let's keep going toward, let's keep the pieces on and keep going towards his king. So we can do that. The orangutan, well, yeah, I mean, Magnus has been playing the orangutan a little bit recently, hasn't he? But what do I think of the orangutan? Well, I mean, it's probably okay, but I don't think it's a serious opening to get an advantage. Okay, now this is quite clever. My opponent playing well in this game. Trying to figure out my plan. This bishop I would love to get here, so both of my bishops are pointing at his king, especially with my knights hanging around that area. I might be able to get to it, but I can't play this move because he will grab that one on b2. A very interesting idea against the orangutan, I mean, I'll just tell you the moves if you can follow them in your head, is 1b4. Yeah, Monkey's Bum was Nigel Pover at Guildford Chess Club. That's right, Blue Grey Haze. That's the story I was thinking of. But 1b4, the orangutan, there's a very interesting line I can show you while we're waiting for our opponent to move. Can we? We go b4, e5, bishop b2, e4. You just keep pushing your e pawn. That's a really interesting way to play. Anyway, back to this one. So, might be time to get rid of that bishop. He's playing here, really? That looks incredibly risky move from him. I've got stuff like knight here. Knight takes here, looks so tempting. Can he play this move? This move looks really risky for my opponent, to my eyes. Maybe he can play it. It's probably a really nice tactical idea here, but I'm going to take this. This is a simple move. That pawn was attacking my other knight, so let's get rid of it. And if he goes king takes knight, I'm just trying to find a follow-up now, and I think my follow-up is bishop takes f6, because his knight here is his only defender of his king, and most importantly, it defends the h5 square. So if I get rid of this knight, it gives my queen the h5 square as a potential square to come into the position and keep attacking. So, and now we will come into that square. My first thought is now to get this bishop back around, as we've already discussed, and I'm going to do that. It's a good move. We threatened checkmate. It was on pre. He can't get his queen back easily, and I would love to bring my rook around, but his bishop is guarding that one. So what about the other rook? What about this one? This looks very interesting. Just trying to get this rook around. Okay, so now I can, and I will get that around. And I think we can go for the final kill now. If he takes that one, I take his rook there. And I don't think he can defend anymore here. This is probably the end. My only friend, the end. There we go. Okay, so we'll play, I think, one more game, and then I'm going to try to make some YouTube videos or something for this afternoon. So we'll make this the last one. Probably. We've had a good little run today of games. Seems to be going all right. We've gained 60 rating points. Woohoo! Good little run, isn't it? And back to one of my favourite openings, which is the Dutch defence. This is an opening I've had a lot of success with. It's one of the openings you can attack as black in, right? You just bring your pieces over. These two pawns are lovely, and you just go for checkmate. Go for checkmate. So that's what we're trying to do here. Okay, we'll push that one back. And now how do we keep attacking? This is a move I want to play, but then he just takes it at the moment. So this does walk into this one, but I'm going to bring my pieces just towards his king. So the knight on b8 wasn't doing anything. I'm going to try and bring it around that way. Okay. So I'll step out the way. Now this way is the other thing. And I think in order to attack, I need to be able to play f4 here, because then my bishop will come out and maybe my pawn can be used. Without the move f4, it's quite hard to attack in this position. So I'm now queen takes probably more sense, because he might play that if rook takes, and he's trying to block it up. So he's playing, this is a good plan for him, trying to block up the position here. And I'm going to keep it open, because otherwise it becomes a little bit too blocked for my liking. And let's just nibble that one. But he's playing well. Okay, king here is nearly always a good move to get out of any checks when he pushes forwards. And let's just try to get my pieces now to squares where they might have a bit more sense. But he's played well. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, he's playing a good game. Now I'd rather get this rook over there, but I'm always losing this pawn, which is annoying, but I don't know if I can do anything about it. And I probably want to give my bishop this square. So let's try. Okay, get the last piece out with the idea of okay. Oh, he's got c6. Is that scary? Good play from my opponent. Sashdev is playing well. Sashdev is playing well, from Romania, international master from Romania. He's now defended this pawn very well. What's my next plan? Could involve bringing the knight here, I suppose. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Now this pawn's a little bit weak if he brings his rook to attack, like rook c1, something over there. This bishop's actually pretty rubbish, isn't it? Always look at your worst placed pieces and see where you can move them. And if I can potentially get my bishop over to this square, I'll be a lot happier. Now, I probably shouldn't do the next move, but I'm going to do it, because his two central pawns are really strong. But I can see the sniffle of an attack. That's my sniffle noises. Yeah, don't know what I was doing there. And Am I completely fantasizing about an attack here? Okay, queen takes is annoying. I thought I could take this pawn, but I can't. Why did I do this? His pawns are far too bloody strong here, aren't they? Far too bloody strong, Simon. And my king's getting back spanked as well. Yeah, I shouldn't have done this. Move. Move, Williams. Move. Move like the wind. Okay. Rook f2 square. Alright, well now I've got this square. I like this square. This is a good square for my bishop. Back spank. I'm the back spanker. You're not allowed to back spank me. Back's against the wall here. You just like defend. Defend with everything you got. Oh, has he got a nice tactic? My bishop defends it. I don't think this tactic works that he's done. My bishop defends. Oh God, what's he doing now? Oh Jesus, this is check. Oh bloody hell. What's happening here? What's happening here, boys and girls? This one! That's the move. Put out your bottle, smoky son. Okay. Well, thanks everyone for watching. It's nice to actually win some games when playing Blitz. What a change that is. What a rare change, right? Thank you to everyone for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Now we're going to do a little raid now, so do please say hello to the people who are raiding. It helps me, as I'm now kind of working for Chess24. If you want to keep me in the job and you want more streams, just say hello. Say I came from GingerGM stream, okay? And I'll see you all again. I'm going to try to do a bit more Blitz. Go and check out my YouTube channel and all that crap. Thank you for the cheer at the end there, Chess Chef, and have a great day, everyone. So it's nice to win some games. I don't normally win games. What's going on? I'm winning games. Unbelievable. So cheers, everyone. Have a good day, and we're gonna do a little raid. Say hello in the chat there, and I'll be back again soon. Make sure you follow this channel for more of these streams.
Extremely instructive for